so demure. But nonetheless, this is the final day, the big day, the Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour in Halifax. We've got our first match of the day, and semi-final. We've got Simone and Steve as our officials for the morning. Bright-eyed and bushy tail, caffeinated, ready to rock. Proud to introduce an all-Canadian semi-final. Welcome, Samuel Hector and Daniel Geary. I feel good about a Canadian in the final. Not a betting man, but I understand the basics. We're off to the races, Kang. The Garrison Brewing Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Halifax Futures semi-final kicks off now.
Everyone, welcome to the Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Futures semifinals Sunday. My name is Ray Solani. I've got your call for today. Alongside me is Brian Duquette, and we are going to get started here with an all-Canadian semifinal in the red, Shatter and Deering, and in the blue, Johnson and Deshane. Shatter down the line.
Good job by Sammy Shacker getting it started. A little chilly this morning, Ray. Halifax water.
Absolutely. It is September. The chilly air has come, but it's not going to stop these beach volleyball players from showing us what they've got. Sam Shatter back to serve here. Deshane with the big swing, and it is called inbounds.
And smashing. 1-1.
Johnson back to serve. And a big swing off of hands.
8 a.m. Dan Deering still elevating nicely. Deering touching 12 feet under the sand.
The sand doesn't stop that vertical from coming out. Deering with the serve. Tight ball. And another swing high off of hands for Deshane, and that one getting the crowd going a little bit this morning.
Yeah. A little light on the crowd right now, but I think as the day moves on, sun rolls in, gets a little warmer, I think we're filling up for grandstands here shortly.
Deering with the cut shot cross court.
3-2.
Well, for the folks who are joining, Deering with the cut shot cross the tunes bumping. It is early in the morning, lots of apartments around us, so we're keeping it a little quiet, but hopefully you can hear them through the microphones with us. And that is a service ace.
Such a hard flow serve out of the beach. So aggressive. Tape high serve. Makes it to the sidelines.
Going for that corner again. That ball's passed up. And that swing heading out of bounds for Deshane.
Definitely see Shacker and Deering targeting Deshane there, kind of in the crowd. Big guy.
Now Simone, our lead referee, is going to teach us how to dummy.
All right. Heading back to serve here now is That ball's going to go into the net. Rather, that's Shatter back to serve here for Canada. Passed up by Duchesne. And a big swing across court.
Follows it up nicely after hitting the previous ball into the net. Duchesne picking that corner over top of Schachter's shoulder. Well,
Johnson back to serve here for Canada in blue with the short serve. Back set, cross court.
Deering showing he's got both angles early. Elevates so high, can just cutty so nicely to the sideline.
Deering back to serve, spin serve. Passed up by Johnson. Big dig from Canada in red. And a block and a little tip over.
There it is, a little scrappy play. Got to win those points in the beach. Great dig by Sam Schachter. Job well done there by Johnson in blue.
Battle at the net, and the left paw comes out for that cut shot.
Got to mix things up. High line, lefty. Raisa, that's your shot.
Yeah, that's why I was like, Brian, I'm smiling so big. I haven't seen many left-handed players in this tournament, so when they bring out the left paw, it gets me excited. Shatter back to serve. Float serve, passed up by Duchesne. And Shatter is there to get it, but just not quite enough.
Good catch by Sammy there.
Johnson with the jump float. Passed up by Deering. Looking at the court and going sharp cross.
Again, just getting things by the block there so well.
Now, obviously, these two teams train with each other a lot, so they know each other's shots. So, what are you seeing from them right now to try and, you know, trick each other and go against the grain?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think, like I said before, I think it's very clear Sam and Dan are trying to target Duchesne, mostly on a reception. Big guy, make him pass the ball, try and get him on the ground, shorten his approach. But, you know, he's still a huge man. I believe he's 6'8", 6'9", maybe. Still very athletic. Played indoor overseas professionally as well in Austria and Germany, I believe. Knows how to get this done, that's for sure.
Shatter with a big approach and a tiny little roll.
Yep. Sammy Schachter picking corners as always.
That's going to send Schachter back to serve. Both serve, putting them into a little trouble. Roll shot picked up by Schachter. And he's going to go for another roll shot, no block.
Quick peel, little set was a little loose off the net there. Probably right decision by Duchesne. Just need to pick that ball up. Race, I believe these two teams played each other the first match of the tournament as well. Seen maybe a bit of an upset for Duchesne and Johnson, winning in 3 sets over Sam and Dan.
Over on 2, blocked by Deering. Deering up at it again with another block. Tipped over, picked up by Schachter. Nice high set, no one there, and he takes a tug on it.
Finding the line, seeing that tape bounce.
Now we've got the courtside seats here, so we can hear all of the conversation on the court, and Deering doing a really good job talking to Schachter, telling him what's there, what's not there, what is open.
Exactly, communication so important on the beach.
on that one.
There's that aggressive float. Maybe clocking in around 65 kilometers an hour. We'll see.
Let's get it on that radar again.
Little forewind. Not sure that not too much wind out here, so I'm not sure if there was any help on that one.
All right, we'll see both of the teams head back to their seats for a second here. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for the Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Futures here in Dubuktuk, Halifax, Nova Scotia. It has been a wonderful week, and we are now in Championship Sunday. Stay tuned all day with us. We've got some semifinal action from the men and women's side, and then we're going to head right into the gold and bronze medal matches. Both teams switching sides, taking the sand again. Just a reminder, in the blue, you've got Johnson and Duchesne representing Canada, and in the red, Shatter and Deering. To serve here is Shacker. Both serve hitting the tape, and it's another service ace out of that timeout.
Got to keep things rolling. Duchesne and Johnson just need a quick side out here. One pass. Sam does such a good job of mixing things up, though.
Another hard serve, this time handled by the blue. And a big swing off of hands for the big guy, Duchesne.
There we go. Not afraid of the block. Nice high hands off Dan Deering.
We're going to see another timeout here called by Canada.
Into the tech here. Ray, how about yourself? What do you see so far?
Well, I'm definitely seeing some dominance from red. They're really taking control of the match. They're winning the serving game right now, and it looks like Johnson and Duchesne are just trying to find ways to side out and keep scoring points, where Shatter and Deering are really deciding what they're doing. They're deciding on the flow. They're deciding on the speed of what's going on. So I think it is a little bit dominant right now for red. We're seeing them really in control of this.
Yep, little one-sided right now for sure. I'm sure Johnson and Duchesne will get a little more comfortable, get more of a rhythm, and we'll start to see a little more fight out of them for sure.
On new sides here, we'll see Johnson back to serve with the ball for Canada in blue. Serve. Deering going high over the block down the line.
So high, so high. You see Duchesne just kind of throwing up his hands. What do I do? He's a big guy himself, but Deering's still over top of him.
And is there anything Duchesne can do to adjust that, or just try and take those spaces?
It's hard sometimes. I think you got to watch their approach speed, how fast they come in. You can try and delay that block jump a little bit longer. Throws it right back to him, though, too, going over top, high line.
Crafty little shot from Duchesne there as he heads back to serve. Float serve to Shatter. And he is going to confuse the defensive block there a little bit.
Maybe a little miscommunication on the block and the peel there from Duchesne Johnson as well. Looked like Duchesne peeled cross, and Johnson was also there.
And the ball was hit cross, and there was two of them, and it still worked. Shatter back to serve. And there's that shorty, Brian. Cross court with some authority.
Deering showing that his shoulder's feeling fine, hitting that ball hard cross court in front of Johnson.
Schachter back to serve here. And that one's going to go into the net. First missed serve of the day.
First missed serve. From watching a couple other matches during the weekend, saw that's a lot of missed serves from Sam and Dan, trying to be pretty aggressive. I'm sure that will be a focus for them as well, trying to keep that ball in play.
Tight set, and it's a battle at the net.
They set the ball so high, giving each other so much time to take a look, see where the defenders are. They elevate so high and just pick their spots so easily.
Deering with the spin serve. That one's going to fly out of bounds. 2 misses in a row here for Red Canada. Both teams switching sides again, and we're seeing a big lead in the beginning of this first set here, 18-9.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get Johnson and Shane a little momentum here going into the second set. Stay battling, can't give up. Sam and Dan just focusing on closing this one out.
Schachter with the high set and a nice tricksy cross-court roll.
You could see he almost looked like he was going to go line. Saw Johnson going down to the corner and switch up last second there. Goes sharp cutty.
19 serving 10. Float serve passed up by Johnson. Cross court, and it's going to be called out of bounds by the linesman, Alan Rendell. Schachter with the serve. And it is a trickle over the tape ace to end that first set.
Tape serve, we'll take it.
All right, folks, that's your first set. Schachter and Deering taking the first one. You're watching semifinal Sunday Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Futures Halifax. We'll be right back with the second set. Good morning, all the way from chilly Jabuktuk, Halifax. You're watching the Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour's Future Tournament. We are right in the first semifinal here. Canada versus Canada. Schachter, Deering, Johnson, Shane. Schachter, Deering taking the first one, and we're going to see that first serve from Johnson. Ball's dug up. A little tip over, picked up by Schachter. A joust at the net. That ball still kept alive. Johnson with the dig. Roll shot cross court, followed to the line.
A little scrappy again to start off the second set, Ray. Sam and Dan pulling it out, though.
That was an exciting rally. We're seeing a lot of bumps that kill on the semifinal. So seeing some of those touches on defense, they're getting warmed up, they're getting ready to fight.
Yep, smiles on both sides here.
Schachter with the serve. That one's going to go into the tape.
Storyline here, Ray, like I mentioned before, playing each other earlier in the tournament. That first match in the tournament, Sam and Dan took that first set very handily in the first match as well. And then Deshane and Johnson came out firing, taking the second set, and surprise win in the third as well. So, You know, something Sam and Dan will be looking to do as well is to make sure that they are 100% focused, trying to continue on from the first set just like they did. And they're Deshane and Johnson. They know they've done this before. They've been in this spot. No problem.
The ball's passed up by Deshane. And he's going to put that ball away with some authority.
Big bounce out of the sand. Super spike. I don't know if we have that that feature today, but I'd be playing that super spike music right now.
Absolutely. That might be a play of the day. We've seen that on the Sports Entertainment Atlantic websites and Instagram accounts. That might be a contender today.
Could be. I know Johnny and I like the Bombardier bomb of the day, so that could be a contender for the bomb of the day as well.
All right, Schachter back to serve here for Canada. Picked up by Deshane. And he's going to swing cross off the tape.
Deshane showing some angles. Sneaking that ball just under Deering's arms.
And with that, he'll head back to serve. Float serve in the seam, service ace.
Following it up.
Well, that's a nice start for the second set for Deshane and Johnson. A little scrap to start. Now they're starting to get some of that momentum, starting to take control and put Deering and Schachter
Following
in trouble.
it up. Exactly. You see smiles on their faces. They're much happier here starting the second set, finding that rhythm.
The ball's passed up. Deering high down the line.
So nice. Again, taking a look where the defender is. This ball set so high, and Deering just elevating, hitting that easy high line shot.
Deering back to serve. Spinner picked up by Johnson. And we're going to get our first hand call of the match here on that set. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, Ray, I guess. Ref's got to call it tightly.
Spin serve again. Beautiful pass by Johnson. And he's going to smack that ball across court.
Sam and Dan, it looks like mixing up the target now to Johnson after Deshane's found his rhythm. Johnson, smaller athlete, but still elevates so nicely out of the sand. Has a very live arm. Following it up.
Short float to Schachter.
Tight
set, it's a battle.
Sammy Schachter saying too strong.
One hand versus two hands.
Doing a
One
quick
hand wins.
flex as he goes back to serve.
We'll see what he does with the serve after that high point. Johnson with the first touch. Going sharp cross court. Almost a game ball touch here in the booth, Brian. Couldn't be more
We need it, we need it.
Schachter back to serve. Check the cross court and serving 5 here in the second set. A reminder, red took the first, Schachter and Deering. Over on 2, picked up by Schachter. No block. Johnson with the dig. And a big swing down the line.
Great shot by Johnson going down the line. Seeing Deering pressing across court. Couple nice defensive plays on both sides there, Ray.
I set it to continuous
That's my
autofocus.
favorite.
It's still.
Love
still
seeing
not-
them
yeah,
just
it's still
sprawl
not
out and get the
focusing.
ball up.
Get Sandy, get dirty.
Another seam handcuffed ace for the 2 in red.
Any wind here, Ray? Don't think there's too much wind right now down the waterfront, but that ball seems to be floating in the seam, causing a little miscommunication there between Sam and Dan.
Well, we're going to see if they can sort that one out quickly. We've seen 2 in this second second set here. And there's a big block from Shane, but it's going to go out of bounds.
Huge block from Shane. Sammy quick to call that one out, though, too.
8-7. Hearing on serve.
Deering back to serve. Ready?
Are you going to be able to get yours up as well?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think actually that's tight, right? So we're going to be
And a big swing there.
This is tight?
Blue.
As he finishes, 8-8.
Oh, right.
With that big swing, that's Johnson back to serve. All tied up with 8 here. Get those lines fixed by Passed up by Deering. Set in the middle. Tipped to the corner of the net. No touch on the tape. That one's out of bounds.
Blue. Johnson on serve.
That'll send Johnson back to serve again. Now as we see Blue in the lead here at 9 to serve 8 as the second set of the semifinal. Was handled by Schachter.
Oh,
Off the tape and out of bounds.
I can't get over the willingness to hand set from the end of the court, Ray. Sam still going with a nice high hand set on the tape for Deering. Deering just trying to go a little too sharp there. Rolling off the tape and out of bounds.
No fear.
That really clearly separates the amateurs from the next gen and like top national team athletes. Where there's no
Absolutely.
chance I'd be thinking about hand setting that ball.
I don't think about hand setting it when it's right to me, Brian.
Seriously.
No, absolutely though. That is a really good differentiation of, you know, these elite players. They do things that you don't see normally on the court, and I think, you know, that is what's going to set them apart and maybe take them to the final and take them kind of into that international stage. That's what you see, you know, when you're watching the Olympics. There's not many errors that come from technique.
Absolutely. Certainly a differentiator between who a team may target on receive as well. May not just be the worst passer, the worst attacker, but maybe more important that the person setting the ball may not be nearly as clean of a setter, nearly as consistent of a setter. And that may determine the target.
Absolutely. Little momentum loss there from Blue as we had a little bit of extra stoppage. So Schachter is going to head back to serve here now. 9 serving 10. Deshane with the first contact. Down the line, picked up by Schachter. No block, and he is going to hit it off the top of Deshane's hand as he is peeling.
Good pickup by Schachter there. Good to get it done for the kill as well. Deshane probably needing to be a little more aggressive with that peel. Get set, ready to defend.
Schachter with the float serve into the tape, which you could see the minute it left his hand.
Yeah, that ball had no chance. That was almost bottom taped, Ray. Sammy clearly staying aggressive on that float serve, but it definitely comes with some errors as well.
Absolutely. A lot more missed serves here in this second set. And we're seeing it a little tighter here. It's 11 serving 10 for Johnson and Deshane coming out of this break.
Big shout out to the volunteers, Ray, here this morning. They're here every morning getting things ready, getting set up. Got some young athletes here doing the raking. Got some refs on the stands, lines people, everybody putting the event together here. It's been awesome so far down here in the Halifax waterfront.
Absolutely, and these are some long days. We've seen some of the same faces being here for 3 to 4 days, 12-hour days. They're really putting in the time to execute and make this event super special, and we love seeing it on the East Coast.
Absolutely. We're happy. I think it'll be back for the next 2 years as well afterwards.
All right, 11 serving 10 here, Deshane and Johnson. Schachter with the set. Down the line, out of bounds. Float serve into the top of the tape. Point red. Deering back to serve here. 11 serving 12. Spin serve, passed up. And a nice tricky cut shot.
A little cheeky sideline cutty.
For Johnson, Deshane leading 13-11. Johnson on serve.
Heading back to serve here is Johnson. 13 serving 11. And that ball is out of bounds.
A couple missed serves back to back for Deshane and Johnson.
12-13.
For a semifinal, Brian, it seems like the intensity is just quieting down on the court here a little bit.
Absolutely. You could see that first set, the intensity from Sam and Dan so clearly. Now it feels like it's a little more tense, a little quieter.
Deshane with the tip.
A lot of short rallies right now, Ray.
Yeah, one and done. Little side out story.
Yep.
Getting the point and moving on. We'll see if we'll get some service runs here now. 14-12. Deshane with the serve. Passed up by Deering. Deering looking for that super sharp cut.
Yeah. We saw him hit that sharp cutty, elevating so well. Just getting a little too aggressive how sharp that's trying to be. He's up so high, that high line's easy for him too.
Deshane with the serve. Deering again this time, no mistakes here. Big swing cross
Great shot by Dan. See Johnson thinking he was going to mix it up and go high line too, but Deering sticking with that sharp cutty.
Both teams switching sides here. 13 serving 15. Deering with the serve. Johnson.
Oh,
Into the block
my
of Deering.
goodness. That ball almost went on Sam and Dan's side. That was so far straight down.
Almost a game ball touch here. Back to serve after that monster block. Here is Deering. Johnson looking for the back set. Big touch by Schachter. Ball put over on 2. And off of hands.
Love to see it though. Johnson just got absolutely slammed by Deering the previous point, but not shying away at all. Great dig by Sam there, but Johnson still being that live, active arm, not afraid to take swings.
Speaking of Johnson, he's at the service line, short serve. Big swing, and he gets a paw on it, but not enough to put that one up.
15-16. Canada red on serve.
15 serving 16 here. Schachter with the serve. Short serve picked up by Johnson. Schachter with a big dig. And a nice spot right in the corner.
Schachter showing his experience, doing things on the defensive end and picking his spots offensively. Makes that defense look so easy.
Schachter with the serve. Short serve. Picked up by Deshane. He's going to go for the roll shot cross court. Schachter not quite able to get that one up.
Great short little roll shot by Deshane. Showing a little finesse for the big guy.
And after that crafty shot, he's going to head back to serve. 17 serving 16.
Tight set.
Tight ball,
Wow.
kept alive by Schachter and just put in the backcourt by Deering.
The athleticism, it astonishes me. Tight set, Schachter up there with Deshane trying to joust the ball at the net. Loses the joust, but manages to play it with his left hand to keep it alive. The awareness is incredible.
Deering with the serve. And Deshane putting that ball away again, and they liked that one, Brian.
They love it. Great shot by Deshane there. Going crossbody to the corner.
We're seeing it tighten up here. 18 for blue, 17 for red. A reminder, red took the first one. Best of 3. Let's see how this one plays out. Johnson with the serve. Schachter with the pass.
Another tight set. Getting that one-hand joust by Schachter and Deshane.
And
Great
Johnson.
shot by Johnson. Going high line over top of Schachter. Getting that
It looks like we have a little
one-hand joust by
conversation from Red
Schachter
saying
and
the
Deshane.
whistle was blown when I was taking my glasses off and I wasn't ready. So I think we're going to see Schachter here wipe those glasses off a little, have a little conversation. Though good sportsmanship from Johnson's side, seeing that there was something going on and didn't choose to serve right away. All right, blue feeling good about this one, 19-17. They're in control of the serve here, Johnson. Deering with the pass. Picked up by Johnson. Tip deep, Schachter with the tomahawk dig. And Schachter looking to go off the hands of Deshane.
Starting to see a couple longer rallies now, Ray. A few more digs. Maybe a couple errors on the attacking side as well of which spots they're trying to hit on the court.
Schachter with the serve. Deshane versus Deering, and Deering is going to take that one.
Again, it's so a tight set. Deshane,
Versus
big guy,
Deering.
still trying to go after that ball, take it hard cross court. But Deering does such a good job of reading that, taking that cross court shot away from him.
All tied up at 19s here. Schachter with the serve. And again, Deering
Following
with the
it up.
block.
Just like that, Ray. Sam and Dan now with match point.
A nice job there from Deering, turning to Schachter, saying, I'm taking line, and then he did it with some authority.
Quick timeout here now, Ray. What do you think?
Well, it's a tight second set here. Of course, a little bit more pressure on Johnson and Deshane to push it to a third. I mean, we're sitting right behind them, so I can kind of see their body language, see their facial expression. They don't look concerned. They don't look frazzled. It looks like they're just talking about tactics for the next point, how
Absolutely.
they're going to get All right, both teams taking the sand, seeing who is going to book their ticket to the gold medal match here at the Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Futures Tournament in Halifax. Heading back to serve for the match point, Schachter. float serve. Deshane high off of hands, keeping this one going.
Great shot by Deshane after getting blocked a couple times. Doesn't matter. Still swinging high, going off the hands of Deering.
All tied up at 20s. Deshane with the serve. Schachter passing it up. And a high roll down the line.
See Sammy, once again, that's a shot. Sees the defender so well. Great set by Deering. Such good vision to the corner.
Deering back to serve. Spin serve, and it's a service ace to book their spot into the championship here in Halifax.
Great match, great second set there. So much more of a battle. See Johnson a little upset with him on that last ball there, but you know, we move on. These guys trained against each other so much love for each other. You'd see them giving their handshakes, of course.
Yeah, some earnest conversation there, like, hey, buddy, good job, giving them hugs. It's nice to see. We see 3 Canadian men's teams here in the semifinal, which we love to see.
Absolutely.
All right, folks, well, don't go anywhere. You're watching the Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Futures Tournament. Schachter and Deering heading into the gold medal match. Johnson and Deshane going to battle it out for the bronze. We'll have your next men's semifinal shortly.
you guys just, yes, you just make sure you guys are, she's really good at it. You guys will be in sync with the other pair. The other pair will do the middle, then you all alternate sides. Or you all be coming up. You have to go. She'll be right here. Sign down there?
Down for that one. And, here.
Michelle, Steve Michelle says here.
I started about 2005.
Okay.
The only formal playing I ever did was 1990.
Okay.
In the military, we had staff in Toronto, and every day after class for 10 weeks, we would play volleyball on the old stable floor, concrete floor.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do that. Thank you. Appreciate it. For 10 weeks, we played every night. My son, of course. Well, like the thing was, like when I played hockey, my father got his refereeing stuff. help coach or manage or whatever. So when Jeffrey decided that he wanted to start, I figured, well, yeah, I'll go do that too. And coaching for the boys' side back then was too much like babysitting because you only get half the team out at the best of times. So you really couldn't run much. And I like the refereeing side because it was basically going from hockey to volleyball. It was such a speed up on the mind. Like, oh, is that a trip in? Yeah, I think it is. Mortgage is done, but that was a nice, like, home expenses going from $65,000 to $50,000.
Yeah.
All I'm paying is taxes, electricity, and water. Which is good because Kim retired in June.
Yeah. Nice retirement gift.
Yeah.
Both retiring and
Like way back when the plan was to have the mortgage done when Jeffrey went to university. But every time we moved, like this house we've had for 14 years. The 4 previous houses, 5 years each because we moved around. But yeah, everything just kept getting. First one was 119, then it was 125, then 149, and then the one we're in right now was over $500,000.
nice little location. Big place.
And it's a walk.
We'll probably run for it.
Yeah. Well, he's very possessive of Kim. It was funny, yesterday morning I was going to leave the bedroom, go down the stairs, and I just cracked the door open, and Kim and I started talking, and he was covering her. More out of pocket, yeah.
Yeah.
Real estate, legal, all like every house that I've owned, covered with real estate.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And that house we're in now,
Yeah, I am.
my ITR, you get when you before General Lessons screwed up for everybody else. Because it used to be, if you lived in the Vertical hours.
Gotta walk right.
You could also not sell your place on the move and have it as a buy something else. The problem was if you use the equity, they would not pay the CVG.
Well, the equity has brand. Yeah. Wow. How many people?
Especially in Toronto. I was always afraid of it. Not so much for
All right, we're back for semifinal number 2, the World Beach Tour Futures event in beautiful Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. I'm Brian Duquette. Got the call today, the play-by-play, and we've got Johnny McDonald beside me here now. Give us a little technical support here. Johnny, how you feeling? You saw match 1. What'd you think of semifinal number 1?
We're about to kick off semifinal number 2. The Garrison
Got to catch the first one from the crowd there, Bri. Packed house here in Halifax.
Not quite packed yet, but we're working on it.
It's packed enough. It's packed enough.
Smith starting things off here for semifinal number 2. Van Giel brothers, Jacob and Zach, against the Americans, Weber and Smith. And Weber starting things off with a huge block.
6'7", Bri, taking away a lot of space up there.
Again, block number 2 for Weber. What a way to start a match. Always got to be nice to start off a match getting hands in front of an attacker's face, taking away some space.
Yeah, it's got to be a good feeling. I mean, it can be tough as a blocker, finding some rhythm early.
There's number 3.
Weber does not look like he's having any issues finding a rhythm early at the net.
Looks like we see Smith and Weber targeting Zach Van Giel, the younger brother, to start the match off here. A couple short serves from Smith. There's another. There we go, Zach Van Giel going down the line. A little too much for Smith to make that dig. We've got Zach Van Giel back to serve. Jake Van Giel.
Get one back.
Exactly. Showing he got the block too.
Good start at the net here for both Van Giel and Weber.
Great high, deep shot by Weber. Picking that corner nicely.
Yeah, I got hands.
As he goes back to serve now.
4-2 USA.
Zach Van Giel trying to go cross court. Weber says no, no, no. Another huge block. What a way to start for Smith and Weber.
You know, Brian, it's a real shame we don't have the patented FIVB monster block clip playing here. It'd be getting a lot of use early on.
I was saying that to Ray in semifinal number 1 there. It's too bad we don't have that. Well, maybe have to do it ourselves, the monster block. Noise and commentary. Jake Van Giel trying to go on 2. Easy dig for Smith, though, as he crushes that ball across court.
6-2, USA.
See the Van Giel brothers struggling a little bit to find some rhythm early on. A little frustrations after Weber just taking some easy space away, getting some good blocks. A little scrambly. Zach Van Giel finding the corner cross court, though.
Yeah, Americans really targeting the short ball here. Trying to get Zach a little out of rhythm.
Shorter approach. Maybe a little more difficult to see the defenders as well.
Yeah, not quite getting the same angle I think that he's used to getting. And then obviously Weber taking away a ton of space.
Easy, sharp cross cutty for Weber there.
The beauty of the beach, Bryce. Sometimes it just looks so easy.
Sometimes not so easy, though.
Sometimes it looks so hard.
Smith to serve.
See if they go to younger Van Giel again with a short ball.
Little mix-up on the tempo of the set there for the Van Giels. A little faster set off that shorter serve. Trying to catch the blocker off maybe out of his own rhythm as well.
Yeah, we kind of saw that earlier on in the tournament. Playing fast to the pin, playing high straight up and down. They mix it up.
Good aggressive serve from Van Giel. Smith, easy dig for Zach. Going down the line, another great dig by Smith.
Oh.
And Jake Van Giel, huge block.
Monster block.
At the net from both teams.
Yeah, 6 blocks here to start off this second semifinal.
Johnny, what do we have? Weber was 6'7", I believe, and Jake Van Giel also 6'7", 6'6".
I think he's listed an indoor 6'6". It's probably a beach 6'5".
Great aggressive serve from Zach Van Giel. The spin serve at the line. Easy little overbump for Jake Van Giel at the net. Pass ball by Smith.
Another one.
See, really showing a lot of line in the block and then just jumping across the net, taking away that cross-court shot.
Number 2, just the first set.
Now,
Seems to be the story of the match so far, that's for sure.
yeah, not sure if they've made an adjustment or perhaps just hitting a spike serve hard and happens to be going to Smith now, but Canadians look like they've made a bit of a change in their serving target.
Is that one sails long?
It's good length on that serve. Unfortunately, not always looking for length out here on the volleyball court.
Maybe got a little draft, a little breeze. Great shot, Zach Van Giel going down the line.
Oh, not at an 8.
Jake Van Giel goes back to serve now.
We'll see if they keep going after Smith here. Having a little bit of success.
Short float serve. Weber on 2. Pokey just wide.
Hey, Canada pulls ahead.
Almost giving a little bit of taste their own medicine, kind of serving the short serve to the shorter attacker as well, and Smith. Great shot by Smith, going high down the line, just out of the reach of Zach Van Giel. Trying to run that ball down.
Looked like he had a beat on it there, but ball's right on the sideline.
Smith to serve. Easy dig for Smith. He goes sharp, cutty, cross court. Catching Zach Van Giel. A little bit of the wobbly ankles. Unsure where he's going to go. Smith back to serve once again. Again, we see that short serve to Zach Van Giel. Oh, right back at you. Sharp cutty from Zach.
Yeah, up nice and high.
We saw that shot from him quite a bit over the last couple days, Johnny, from Zach Van Giel. That high, tight set. He's a little shorter than Jake, but still so long. Gets out of the sand nicely. He's got a very good, sharp cross cutty. Smith looking for hands, and he gets it. As we head into the technical timeout, Smith and Weber up 11-10.
Yeah, that one I don't think caught very much of the block there.
I didn't see much, but
just a tiny piece.
Clear call by the lines official. No complaints from the Van Giel brothers. So, how do you what do you see so far, John? Semifinal number 2.
Yeah, things got off to kind of an interesting start there. Both blockers taking away a lot at the net. I think we had seven or eight stuffs to get things going. Attackers look like they're starting to find a little bit of rhythm now, hitting a couple different shots. Not just blasting away.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure, maybe a little bit of nerves.
A little bit early nerves. A little bit of cold weather, early morning. It's tough on a Sunday.
10 a.m. It's been a long tournament for these athletes.
It has. They're also in Halifax. A lot of fun activities to do, maybe on a Saturday evening. Tough to get up for those Sunday morning games, even if it is a semifinal.
Can be, but they're pros.
They are pros. That's why we're in the broadcast booth, Bri.
That's right. Zach Van Giel going hard cross court. Smith just getting his hands up in time to protect the face. Got Jake Van Giel back to serve now for Canada.
Yeah, we'll see if they stay on Smith here.
Nice high swing there by Smith, going off the hands of Jake Van Giel. And Jake looks like he is hurting a bit on that right thumb. Trying to shake things off quickly.
Maybe trying to snap that thumb back into where it's supposed to be.
That did not sound good.
No. Goes right to a handset though.
And following up at the block.
Seems to be unfazed.
Yep. Got to shake it off quickly.
Yeah, a little surprised to see him go with the hands there.
Absolutely, it's a risky play.
Yeah. Nothing worse going to set a ball with a jammed up digit.
Great pass by Smith. Going high line, great run down by Zach Van Giel. Just going sharp cross, great dig by Smith, keeping it alive here. Elects to play it. Peeler, easy dig for Smith. Going couple pokies, and that fine goes just wide. Tough call on that line there for the Van Giel brothers. We are not in a great angle, Johnny.
No, and I think just looking at where he played it, I think that ball is going to land in.
Yeah, too close to call.
Semi-final, 12-12. You kind of got to play those ones when they're that tight.
Yeah.
Again, Jake showing no real ill effects of that potential thumb injury.
Another short serve to Zach Van Giel.
Ooh.
There's the hand call, though.
Announcer's jinx.
14-12 USA.
be all right though. We got Weber back to serve again for the USA team. Tight set, pokey off the block.
Really well handled there from Zach.
Finding some edges.
Yeah, tight set, just getting up there. Little pokey off the block, using it as his friend.
Jake Van Geel back to serve for Canada. Also trying to go short to Smith once again.
Yeah, just poor hand contact, finding the net.
15-13, USA.
A little later in the set here, Bri. Everyone seems to be settling in.
A little more rhythm here. Athletes trying to figure things out. Like to see a little more energy in the crowd, though, Johnny. It is an early Sunday morning, but
And I would guess the crowd didn't go to bed early last night.
a lot of sunglasses in the crowd. Ooh. Again, Zach Van Geel hammering that ball. Smith reads well, but that ball just too much to handle. Getting his hands up, protecting the face. Zach to serve now.
Switching it up. Going with the float serve. And no longer going after Smith.
Well played by Jake Van Geel. Good touches. Great run down by Smith.
Oh.
Trying to go short, rolling. Ended up a little short there. Not quite the length he wanted.
No, that one need a little more length on it. A little more length. Athletic play there from Jake at the net.
Zach with the float serve going just long. What do we have here? 16-14, I believe, for the Americans.
Yes, USA 16-14. 16-15. 6-5.
Tight set there for Jake Van Geel. Trying to go off the hands of Weber, but Weber doing a great job of angling that ball back into the court.
Just nowhere to go on that one.
No. Would like to see a little more of a wipe, a little more of a jump, maybe. Is that a beach play? Yeah, that can be a beach play, no?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. But what do we know? We're just two washed up indoor guys.
It's true. We're heading into a timeout here.
Follow-up tomorrow for Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour. Halifax Futures brought to you by Harrison. Check out Global News, your go-to source for local news and information. Tune into Global TV or on the Global TV app. Visit the website anytime, globalnews.ca/Halifax. Pick up your copy of the Herald. Digital or physical formats.
Pop the headset off there, Bryce. See if I can listen into the old Van Geel timeout. 0 words spoken.
Interesting tactic.
Yeah, and I mean
they're brothers though. Maybe they know what they're thinking.
That's
they know
it.
What they need to do,
That's it. I mean, the only thing I saw in that timeout was both guys trying to fix that hair up a little bit. Let's see if that helps.
Zach Van Geel trying to go hard down the line. It goes just wide.
18-15.
A little frustration out of the Van Geel brothers for sure.
Yeah. Good hard shot. Lots of space there. Just wrist away, a little wide.
Weber going short serve. Jake also a little bit wide on that cross-court cutty. States out to a nice little gap here, a little separation late in the first set, 19-15.
Yeah, a little 4-0 run here. Canada was serving at 5-all, but
there we go. Great shot there by Jet.
again, Smith right on it.
Yep.
Able to get his hands up, not able to control it. Some of these spikes coming in pretty high velocity, but he's sitting right on everything.
Even when he's not making the dig, he's there, making the right read. Jake Van Jill to serve. Spin serve going long.
Yeah.
Two more spin serves from this side.
Yeah, it seems like the right side is the spike serving side. I can't really tell what the wind is doing. It looks pretty calm out here.
Very calm. Maybe it's the sun. Keep the sun out of their eyes on the other side. Smith serving Zach Van Jill again. A little more of a tempo set. Maybe a little backdoor shot going around Weber.
Yeah, and Smith electing, no short serve there, and we saw the Van Jill just in perfect rhythm.
And Zach with the spin serve as well going into the net. That'll do it here for the first set. As the Americans take that first set 21-17. We're going to take a short break before we head into the second set. Back with you in a minute.
We'll be back with set number 2 action in just a minute.
We're back for set 2 here, Johnny. Zach Van Jill is going to start things off from the service line for us for Canada. Johnny, what did you think of the first set there? It was a tight one all the way up to 15.
Yeah, the Americans just kind of showed their experience down the stretch there. Able to close that one out, get a little separation. A couple blocks, couple unforced errors from the Canadians down the stretch, but they're young. I expect them to bounce back. And again, another block to start this set off.
Great dig from Zach Van Jill. Nice athletic play. Smith going high line. Another great dig from Zach. Smith. Quick peel. And he finds the sideline going cross court. Great defensive plays from Zach Van Jill on the Canadian side.
Running everything down. I think a couple of those may have clipped the block of Jake, having to put them over right away.
You can definitely see the experience, the calmness of the Americans, Smith and Weber. Believe the team coming off of a third-place finish this summer at the Manhattan Beach AVP Tour event. See them both have the King of the Beach shorts on as well. Pass well by Zach. He's going sharp, cutty, mixing things up. The bread and butter. Got Jake Van Jill back to serve. Scrambly play from the Americans, keep that ball alive.
Right down the middle.
Causing a little miscommunication.
5-hole.
Yeah.
5-hole for our Canadian hockey fans.
quicker tempo on
Get-
that. Zach Van Giel off the block. Smith here. Great dig again by Zach Van Giel. A lot of cutties. Both defenders doing a great job picking up balls. You see Smith, hands on his knees, trying to catch his breath there.
Yeah, definitely our longest rally of the morning. Both defenders showing their athleticism all around the court.
Zach to serve here. I feel like he will go with a float serve after that long rally.
Yeah, probably a little winded, although he's young.
20 years old.
Younger than us.
I believe he attends UBCO, plays for the indoor team at UBCO.
Yeah, I think both these guys are Canadian University indoor players.
That's 4 for Canada.
Weber thinking that one went off the block. Hard to tell from our angle, Bri. What'd you think?
Tough to say. Sailed long for sure. Didn't look like it had too much maybe change in direction or spin off the block. Wouldn't say it caught anything.
Agreed. I hard to tell, but without the challenge system, really no way to be sure.
Exactly. Does the beach tour use a challenge system at the higher events?
I don't know, Brian.
They certainly don't need it for the lines.
They don't need it for the lines, no.
Sands, of course.
Basically Roland Garros out here.
Garros, that's right. Weber staying large at the net.
We're all knotted at
Van
4.
Giel's struggling to get by.
A little bit of a shank there. Looked like Jake had a chance to make a play on that ball and just a little bit of a miss bump.
Smith goes short. Not the length, though. A little too short.
No, just didn't have enough club.
Going into the win. Got a club up.
Got a club up, always. It's at least a one-club win this morning. That cold fall air here in Halifax.
Weber going high line. Great run down by Zach.
Zach is everywhere right now.
Oh, switching things up. Pokey down the line over top of Weber. Now we see the crowd getting into it. They got some claps. They got some applause there for the Van Giels. I think they need a little more, little energy on their side. Got to support the Canadian troops.
Another one.
Oh, not today, Smith says.
Team USA on serve.
Gives him a little buddy call, too. Another great dig, though, by Zach Van Giel. Oh,
Yeah, he's got a beat on it right now. Seems to be chasing everything down. Brother Jake taking away some space, letting him play around him.
Another missed serve from Smith and Weber.
Yeah, again, just one club short.
7-5, Canada on serve.
Seems like every serve short from the Americans right now. And trying to disrupt that attacking rhythm.
A few in a row, though. Zach Van Giel also going wide.
Side out point, 6-7.
Trying to catch Weber off guard. Pitch him to the sideline. Smith to serve now.
Neither team taking on a ton of risk, it seems, Bri, from the service line.
Pass well by Zach. Let's go short cutty. Dug well by Smith. Going high line.
Another dig.
Great run down. Oh, the defensive plays on both sides here. Jake Van Giel. Oh, my. Smith trying to play that ball twice.
Yeah, broke out the silly salmon there. Tried to go backhand, slap up into the air.
No pancake from the silly salmon.
No, there's no pancake. All you have is the beached silly salmon.
Jake Van Giel. A face full of sand and a sloppy hand. Jake Van Giel back to serve.
Yeah, crowd kind of trying to give him a little life here.
right set. Joust at the net. And Weber, quick ball, just easy little cutty around Jake Van Giel.
Yeah, just a little bigger, a little higher.
That quick pass too by Smith, just catching Jake a little off guard as well. After making a play, struggling to get back up in the air. Weber to serve. Great pass by Jake. Going high pokey over top of Weber. Great pass by Jake Van Giel there. Nice serve to the sideline.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been hasn't really factored into the side out part of the game too much so far. So nice to see him make use of his opportunity when he gets it.
Weber going high line. Good run down by Zach once again. Dug by Smith. He goes high line. For the point. We've got 8 serving 9.
Eight serving 9 scores seems to be maybe off a little bit on the stream here. We're getting it caught up now.
Smith with the short serve. Zach going active arm, going hard and high to the corner, cross court.
Yeah, he's definitely gotten into a better rhythm on the short serve here. It doesn't look like he's needing to lunge and play anything anymore. He's got a good beat on it.
Jake Van Giel serve. Oh, tagging the line. Weber, the big guy, getting down, passing that short ball, getting up, hitting a nice shot on the sideline there as he goes back to serve. Good slow down by Weber. And Smith making no mistake. Going off the head of Jake Van Giel and out of bounds.
Smith with a little miniature Thor flex there. Ripping that one off the top of the block.
Oh, aggressive serve, trying to find that sideline as it goes just wide. We head into the technical timeout with the Canadians and Giel brothers up 11-10.
Canadians looking to force a third here, Bri, trying to make it an all Canadian final.
Yeah, absolutely. After we saw Shacker and Deering win that first semifinal versus Deshane and Johnson, the all Canadian semi. Jake Van Giel.
So interesting position here. We saw this in set one. Really tight, 1 point game at the technical. See if the Canadians can kind of find it down the stretch and keep things rolling.
Certainly a few more defensive plays on the Canadian side. We see in set two here. Seems to be in a little bit more rhythm, a little bit more of a positive attitude. Try to keep that rolling throughout the set.
Definitely.
Zach Van Giel getting us going out of the technical timeout here at the service line. Oh, great dig, but out of bounds. Weber showing some strength there, hitting that ball hard cross court. A little too much for Zach to handle.
Yeah, that set a little off the net too, and he's able to get up and hit hard angle.
6-7, still elevates. Another great touch by Weber at the net. Smith trying to find the sideline, but a little too short into the net there. Got Jake Van Giel heading back to the service line.
Canada with a dozen. Van Giel serve.
Smith trying to find the side. Smith going hard down the line. A little too easy of a serve, I would say there.
Yeah. Van Giel's trying to go with a little bit of a trap play there and have Zach kind of slide over to the line and make the dig, but ball just hit with a little bit too much velocity to make a play on it. Van Giel's using the wrong side of the towel. Clean their glasses, ref getting on them a bit there.
Didn't know that was a thing?
I was unaware.
Tight set. Great dig by Smith. Seago's at the peeling. Jake Van Giel finding the sideline.
13-12.
Once again, Johnny, we've kind of seen this
I was unaware.
set one as well. Smith and Weber just kind of doing all the same things, but just making the right plays at the right time. Seago's at the peeling.
Definitely, the Americans switched it up. Definitely going after Jake here. Great play off the net.
There we go. Catching Weber a little off guard there. What that attack is going to look like. Jake going hard off down the line.
Great play. Yeah, ball kind of hung up on the net nicely. Able to get a good set for him.
Sets off the net. Great dig by Zach.
Oh.
Really scrappy play. Weber just a little taller, a little longer. Getting over top of Jake Van Giel.
Yeah, Smith just kind of laying that one up right on the top of the tape. Oh, see on the replay there, just reaching up, little shark fin.
Another short serve. Great dig by Smith. Again, going after peeling Jake Van Giel down the line. Such a tough ball to dig.
15-13. Team USA by 2.
Again, the Americans late in the set, finding side outs, finding steals.
Exactly. Now,
just making it tough on the Canadians to get those side outs.
Could hear a pin drop in the crowd right now. Much quieter than it was earlier in the set.
Outside of the blaring music, Brian, you can definitely hear that pin dropping.
What will be the call? A great call by the referee. Wasn't sure if the line official was going to see that or not.
Yeah, just kind of skipped off that.
Off the flow.
Just skipped off the flow. Mr. Smith not missing a beat. He is on the score.
13-16.
Absolutely. Got to make sure the score is right before you serve.
Smith long serve.
Keeping the referees honest. Got to make sure they're on their game too.
Got to make sure they're on their game.
Tight set. Oh, wow. Kept alive by Smith and Weber. Jake Van Giel going hard cross court. Too much for Smith, though. Almost all three of those contacts from Smith and Weber previously in that rally were underneath the net.
16. Canada on serve.
Jake ripping that one right into the DJ Lee Mix tent.
Oh my, Jake Van Giel. Let's go, big block for the Canadians.
Looks like we got a couple fans in the front row here, Brian, trying to get the monster block chant started.
Absolutely, we got some styrofoam pans up there.
Oh yeah, they got to do it on their own because we don't have the track, unfortunately. DJ La Mix didn't cue that one up for us. Tight.
Oh, good effort by Zach Fangio trying to run that ball down. Weber again, just a little bit longer. Going over top of Jake.
Tight.
Oh, good effort by Zach Fangio trying to run that ball down. Weber again, just a missed serve from Weber though.
16 for Canada.
And we've got 15 serving 17 or 16 serving 17. We've got 3 scoreboards. I'm not sure which one's right.
I've got 3 different scores on 3 different scoreboards. Looks like it's 16-17 from where we're sitting.
Sharp ball, great dig from Zach. Tighter. Easy rundown, easy read by Smith though. As he goes hard down the line at the peeling. Jake Fangio once again.
We haven't seen a ton of peels, but it seems like every time they've gone for it, Smith's found a way to, to put enough pace on it at that peeler to make it challenging.
Absolutely. Does such a good job. 5-hole down the middle. Also cut into the sideline as well. Hard down the line. Peeling. Another big block from Weber for the Americans. We'll see the Canadians take a time out here.
16 USA.
As the Americans take the lead, 19-16. Backs against the wall here, Johnny, for the Van Field brothers. Trying to listen in a little bit, a little more communication this time. We are directly behind their bench, their chairs, so we don't want to get involved too much with what we're saying. But
yeah, just trying to listen in a little bit. They know their backs are against the wall. It's going to be tough here down the stretch, but sounds like all they're worried about right now is trying to find that one side out. Not going to score 3 points at once here, so find that side out and try and go from there. See what the Americans do here out of the timeout. They've been going at Jake here down the stretch. I assume we'll see another short serve and try and disrupt that attacking rhythm.
Smith serving from the left side of the court this time. Okay. Cross court shorter serve. Jake going high line over top of Weber. Great shot.
He took his sunglasses off, Brian, and I think that's what made the difference there.
Yep.
Sun's kind of ducked behind a cloud.
Great Jake Fangio back to serve.
Just like they wanted to out of the timeout there. Get the side out and worry about the steals.
On Weber. And making it look so easy. Easy cross-court shot. Jake a little frustrated.
Yeah, I think maybe just jumping a little early on that one. Kind of on his way down and not able to pick up the soft shot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Weber, good player, big player.
Match point here for the Americans. Another short serve. Quick ball. As that was an absolute slam by Weber, but catching a piece of the tape.
Blocked it too good.
Immediately puts his thumbs up, saying great call by the down official here. Zach Fangio to serve.
Canada fights one off.
That's
See if they can. Good serve.
Good dig by Zach. Getting that ball on the net. Easy dig for Smith.
Tight ball.
As he goes hard cross court around the block, Jake Fangio. The Americans going to take this one, semifinal number 2.
What a way to end it. Good serve. Mr. Smith, cross court bomb into the DJ tent.
May have been a contender for the Bombardier bomb of the day, Johnny.
Absolutely, absolutely. We hadn't seen one yet, Brian, but that was definitely put that one as the front runner for the Bombardier bomb of the day.
that'll do it for us for the men's semifinals. We'll have the Americans of Smith and Weber take on the #1 Canadian team, Shakhtar and Gearing. I believe that match is at 3 p.m. Atlanta.
Unsure, Brian. I did
check your
not
schedule.
read the schedule. Like, we got women's coming up now.
Absolutely. Women's semifinal. They'll be up shortly. And we'll be back with you soon.
You stay classy, San Diego.
Oh, from LF.
up for Marcia and Michael. And representing Team USA, put together for Kimberly, Hildred, and Tegan and Hunt. Joining Carly, Lloyd, and Kylie, Calma the Bird.
Hello, welcome back to the Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Futures Tournament here in Jabuktuk, Halifax. My name is Rachel Alani. I've got your call here with Johnny McDonald on the color commentary. And Johnny, we've got a USA semifinal here.
Yeah, kind of the inverse of what we had on the men's side. 3 American teams, 1 Canadian team on the women's side here.
And we're going to get started with Hildreth with the serve. Lloyd with the tip, and that is going to touch the tape.
On the line, Carly Lloyd.
So on your screen in black, you've got Lloyd and DeBerg. In the yellow is Hildreth and Van Gunst. Lloyd with the serve. Van Gunst with the tip cross court.
Both sides getting things started early, a little off speed, pokey.
Van Gunst with the serve. Lloyd deep down the line.
It's funny, Ray, so both of us, you know, probably more comfortable doing the indoor game, a little more structured, the beach, a little more fun.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. And I find you get to know the players very well because there's only 2 of them, Johnny.
Yeah. Get the tunes. The tunes are rolling in between points. It's yeah, it's a different vibe than the indoor game.
I feel like we're more relaxed. We feel like we're in the sun and the sand.
Exactly.
All right, Hildreth with the serve here for USA yellow. Lloyd with the tug, dug up by Hildreth and landing out of bounds.
Close one there. Good rhythm to start us off. Just straight side out game to get things going here. Both teams looking pretty comfortable.
Lloyd back to serve, 3 serving 2. And there is a score off of hands. And that'll send Van Gunst back to serve for USA yellow. Lloyd with the tip. Van Gunst with the back set, and Hildreth sharp cross.
First steal of the match.
4-3, first side switch. The sun and the wind not too much of a factor yet today, Johnny.
No, a little overcast. The sun's not really poking out. It is warming up a little bit. 16 here this morning, down on the waterfront.
Yellow with the serve. DeBerg trying to get that tight pass off the net, no avail.
It's been, the wind really hasn't been a factor in much of the weekend. It's been pretty ideal beach volleyball conditions.
Float serve over the tape picked up by Lloyd. And a big swing down the line for Lloyd. Lloyd, an indoor player transitioning to the beach. She has been at the Olympics, Team USA indoor. Off of hands, picked up by Lloyd, tipped over. And there's the one and bump to the deep corner.
The on one. A few former Olympians in the event here today. A couple on the men's side, obviously Heather Bansley, for the 2-time Olympian. She'll be taking the court later, semifinal number 2.
Lloyd with big swing picked up by Hildreth. Another swing from DeBerg right away. Hildreth with the short roll. Lloyd with the dig up and over. Van Gunst on 2. Off of the block, and that's going to score.
Yeah, first little extended rally for us there. A couple of good digs there at the back from Hildreth.
Float serve. Lloyd's going to take that one. Another big dig from Hildreth. Berg with the peel dig. And a hard, sharp cross.
Yeah, DeBerg using that length, getting up there. Little cutty around the block.
Black trailing slightly here, 5 serving 7. Lloyd with the float. Hildreth on 2 with a cheeky cross cut. Van Gunst back to serve for USA Yellow. Lloyd in the middle with a roll shot down the line. Another side switch here in this semifinal #1 championship Sunday here in Halifax, Nova Scotia for the Volleyball World of Beach Pro Tour Futures. A all-USA semifinal here. Van Gunst with the serve. Lloyd versus Van Gunst. She gets a touch, but no defense to be found on that one.
Yeah, Lloyd, tight set, going up, taking a rip at it, challenging that block, getting rewarded.
DeBerg back to serve again.
Again with the on-2.
Hildreth. We're seeing that a lot.
Yeah, a couple times in a row here, having success. A couple easy kills. Not necessarily on any tight passes either. Those balls are, kind of two or 3 meters off the net still. Able to find some free space.
Hildreth with the tomahawk and a huge kill from USA Black DeBerg.
Yeah, that one just sitting on the tape. Ready to go to Pound Town.
Lloyd back to serve. Hitting the top of the tape is that one. First missed serve of this match, which will send Van Gunst back. 9 serving 8. And Lloyd knocking herself off of her feet on that one. And that score is 11 serving 8 for Yellow here. Berg down the line, picked up by Hildreth. And she's going to put it down the line.
Yeah, Hildreth, another great chase down. Picking that ball up. And then just bouncing right back up to her feet. Able to get to the net, put one away.
She's definitely making it a lot harder for USA Black to score on her, getting a lot of touches on defense. And now a big block.
Self-cover.
Hildreth with the dig. Tipped deep. Lloyd off the net. Black trying to see these teams head to a timeout here. With the score 13-8.
Yeah, we're kind of in an interesting position here where we've got 3 scoreboards to check out, and often we're seeing. That's right, we're often seeing a few different scores. So, trying to keep the viewers updated on which one is accurate. Early thoughts, Raisa?
Yeah, I think Yellow's definitely maintaining it up from the defensive end. We've seen Hildreth with some incredible touches and digs, making it a bit trickier for Team USA Black to score. We've seen Lloyd get the majority of balls on serve receive from Team Yellow. So I think we're going to see a little bit of a split. Of course, these teams train together, know each other very well, so it's going to be interesting to see who can kind of take control of the match and run away with it, as Yellow is doing right now.
Yeah, again, Hildreth just making it so difficult on Lloyd and DeBerg to get kills. It can be frustrating out there.
Well, we'll see what they do now here as Van Gunst goes back to serve. And right out of the timeout into the tape, that is what Black needs.
Yeah, Lloyd and DeBerg, got let off the hook there a bit. Let's see if they can put a little momentum together now.
Passed up by Van Gunst. Going down the line, picked up by Lloyd. Lloyd once again knocking herself off her feet with some powerful swings.
Yeah, just catching a piece of the block on the way out the back.
DeBerg with the serve. Spin serve on the tape, picked up by Van Gunst. Van Gunst sharp cross. 14, serving 10.
DeBerg using that nice little hybrid serve, float toss, hitting it with some spin.
Lloyd looking for the cheeky roll with no block.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Need a little more club there.
Hildreth with the serve. Lloyd with a tug on it, and that is going to score. Lloyd with the serve. Hildreth passing that ball up. Lloyd with the roll. Hildreth with the dig. Bouncing up and putting that ball away in the seam.
Hildreth dialed in out there. Just seems like everything that's coming over is getting picked up. And then again, bouncing up, able to bury that one.
Looking to book a spot into that gold medal championship is Team Yellow with that service ace. We're seeing a little bit of a pull away here from Team Yellow, 17 to 11 as they switch sides. Van Gunst back to serve. And that is going to be a service ace. And Johnny, we're going to see a timeout called here from Team USA Black as they trail behind in this first set.
Yeah, just struggling to side out right now. Hildreth and Van Gunst put full serving pressure on them now. And again, just got to find a way to get a ball to the sand. Hildreth making it so tough.
Well, folks, you are joining us all the way from the east coast of Canada, Halifax, Nova Scotia, down on the beautiful waterfront here in late September for the Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Futures Tournament. We're so happy to have you here with us, and it is Championship Sunday. We saw the men's semifinals. Both teams booked their match to the gold, and now we're going to see the women battle it out.
Yeah, nice to have the FIVB back in Halifax. It's been a little while, but it sounds like things are going pretty well this weekend. Hopefully see it in the future. Nice to have these athletes out on the East Coast, get a little bit of the East Coast Canadian culture.
Chase down from USA Black with the free ball over. Hildreth going on two. And not happy she missed that one outside of the court there.
No, she had all kinds of space and just, that one sails a little wide. She didn't look like she was too thrilled.
Keeping Black in the match here. DeBerg with the serve. And Gunst on two this time, and no miss there.
Yeah, so both Gunst and and Hildreth both comfortable going on 2. Doesn't seem to matter. Transition side out. They're yeah, keeping Team Black here off balance.
Lloyd with the swing and a little bit of a matrix move there from Hildreth. Dip, duck, and dodge out of the way on that one.
Just like it was a wrench.
Hildreth back to serve for this set, and that one's going to go into the tape. Black once again trying to claw back into this one. 13-20. Van Gunst off of hands, picked up by Lloyd DeBerg, putting it over. Hildreth trying to tomahawk it over.
Yeah, trying to just send that one deep corner on 1. A little bit of a shank, but I'm sure she's not going to be too affected by that one.
Lloyd with the serve again. Van Gunst with the pass. Hildreth forcing her to the right, and she's going to put that one away cross court. Well, folks, there you have it. That is set number 1 of the semifinals. Taking it is Hildreth and Van Gunst, 21-14. Both teams taking a quick water break, and we'll be back with the second set. Both teams resetting here for the start of the second set. Hildreth starting us off with the serve for Yellow USA. Lloyd with the swing, and it's going to touch that tape on the back line.
Good start for Lloyd. Needed to find one early. Serve handled well, and good high line shot.
Hildreth getting that serve up in the seam. Roll shot short. Lloyd with the pickup. Free ball over deep. Van Gunst into the block of DeBerg.
Yeah, DeBerg didn't really factor in too much at the net in that first set. Obviously, Lloyd getting most of the volume in the side out, but see if she can start becoming a little bit of a force here.
Once again, a block and a pokey to end the rally.
Right on cue. Right on cue. Yeah, I think if Lloyd and DeBerg are gonna claw back into this one, DeBerg's definitely gonna need to take a little more control at the net.
Lloyd back to serve. Hildreth with the pass. And that's a jumbo to the corner.
Jumbo.
One serving 3, and it looks like we are going to have a quick pause here. We have the inside scoop, Johnny. We've got players right close to us here.
Right up in our grill.
And it looks like there's just a little cut on Van Gunst's hand, so we're going to see if we can get that wrapped up. Make sure there's no blood on the ball or the court, and they can get playing ball.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was anything too serious. Just a little cut, had a little blood, get it tidied up. Don't need people's blood on the ball, I guess.
And she'll go right back to serve there. And a big swing from Lloyd off of the block. DeBerg with a spin serve. Handled by Hildreth. Lloyd with the read down the line. And we are going to get a net violation on Lloyd on that joust.
Oh, really unfortunate. Great chance to pick up a steal, and unfortunately Lloyd just going for the joust and just follows through a little bit too much as she's pushing that ball through the block and clips the tape.
Hildreth with the serve, passed up by Lloyd. And going down the line again, nice call from her partner.
Yeah, Lloyd and DeBerg looking to have a little more side-out rhythm to start this set and jumping out to an early lead. So the other thing we've seen, you know, a fair bit over the weekend is one team kind of jumping out and winning the first set pretty handily, only to, you know, a few adjustments made in between and have the other side force it to 3. Ooh, tight one.
And the deep tip is going to score. Back to serve for Team Yellow. Here is Van Gunst. 3 serving 5. Lloyd with the big swing cross court.
Little pop on that one from Lloyd. Hildreth unable to get that one up. Haven't said that too many times today.
DeBerg with the spin serve. Hildreth on 2. One-handed dig from Lloyd. Hildreth with a roll deep this time, and that is going to trick Lloyd's defense.
Big serve from DeBerg, but just handled so effortlessly by Van Gunst.
Hildreth with the serve. Lloyd with pickup. Deep roll, Van Gunst with the tomahawk dig, and a tip over Lloyd's block. Hildreth back to serve, looking to close up the gap here, 5 serving 6. Lloyd getting a heavy volume of serves, just missing that swing.
Yeah, a couple unforced errors. Just kind of seeing this lead dwindle away, all knotted up.
Hildreth back to serve. DeBerg putting it in the middle for Lloyd. And Lloyd with the cut shot for the kill. Lloyd with the serve, passed up by Van Gunst, and a cross-court shot.
Yeah, lots of open space there.
Both of the teams finding a rhythm here, and we saw a lot more rallies in that first set. It seems like it's just kind of a clean bump set kill in the second one.
Yeah. Not as many long points so far early on here. Both teams looking pretty crisp inside out.
And we'll see Van Gunst with the serve. Lloyd going for a big swing. Van Gunst just getting a hand on it. DeBerg back to serve for Team USA Black. Spin serve, Hildreth with the pass. DeBerg with the tricky on 2 last
Another
minute.
2 ball. And again, these balls, you know, not necessarily passes that are tight to the net. Just catching Lloyd and DeBerg kind of off guard, hitting those balls on 2, 3.5 meters off the net.
Hildreth with the service ace in the seam.
Yeah, you can just feel the momentum starting to shift a little bit. Lloyd and DeBerg jumped out to that early 5-2 lead at the first switch, but Hildreth and Van Gunst just clawing back, finding their groove.
Hildreth with the dig, and another party ball for DeBerg.
As our in-game commentator has patented the smashy. Big overbump. Hildreth just a little off on that dig, but
Lloyd with the serve. Now that's interesting. Hildreth said eagle. So they've got some crafty names for their shots.
I wasn't sure if she said eagle or angle.
Maybe.
I think
These earmuffs might be messing me up a bit there.
Angle certainly makes more sense.
I like eagle better,
but
though.
it could have been. Oh, interesting. You know, we haven't seen too many hand calls over the weekend. Certainly not many doubles, but they have been calling the lift a fair bit. Talking to a couple of the organizers, all the balls are brand new. You see Micassa's come out with the new version of the beach ball, and they've been pretty slick. So a lot of players needing to hold on to them a little bit longer, and we've seen a decent amount of carry calls, it seems, this weekend.
Hildreth with the pass and the swing off of DeBerg's hand. DeBerg going over and putting that ball away and knocking a camera out as well in the process. That game tape is gone.
That game tape is gone. Knocked the phone right out of there.
DeBerg definitely asserting some authority with some big swings. As we see Team USA Black leading 12-9. So again, the momentum shifted a little bit in the second set here. Just a reminder, folks, that Team USA Yellow, Hildreth and Van Gunst, did take that first set 21-14. Both of these teams battling it out to get a spot in the gold medal match in this first semifinal for the women's side today.
Yeah, we've got, well, not exactly hometown, but Canadians coming up in our next match.
Team USA switching sides.
Oh, I went to school with him.
And heading back to serve. Team USA Black.
That's good to hear
Lloyd.
he's doing well.
Float serve to Hildreth. Lloyd with the dig. DeBerg
Tight
setting
set.
her tight. Hildreth with the dig. And DeBerg down the line.
Great ball. Lloyd has just handled those tight sets so well, able to get up there and rip it off the block. Hildreth obviously able to pick that one up that time, but she's not had any issues with the tight sets.
Lloyd to Hildreth again. And the deep pokey for the score.
Yeah, Lloyd played pretty shallow, it seems. A couple of those deep high shots have found their way into the corners, not able to chase them down.
Lloyd with the pass. Taking a tug on it, and it looks like we're going to get no hand call on that one. That one's going to go out of bounds. Van Gunst back to serve again for yellow. DeBerg on two this time, picked up by Hildreth. Hildreth deep to the corner, handled by Lloyd. Lloyd with the big swing right into the hands of Van Gunst.
All starting with another Hildreth dig. How many times have we seen that today? She's just been seemingly everywhere on the defensive end. Not just getting them up and having a chance to end points.
DeBerg with a free shot there, no block.
Yeah, Van Gunst trying to sneak one into DeBerg, keep her honest in reception, but DeBerg says, "Don't serve at me. I will get a kill."
And with that kill, she'll head back with her spinner. Van Gunst with the pass. Cross court, picked up by Lloyd.
Ooh.
Lloyd off the net with a roll shot deep down the line.
Yeah, a little bit of a breeze kind of picking up now. Lloyd just kind of hits that high spinner into the wind and lets it fall down in the back corner over top of the defender. See if DeBerg's serve can be a bit of a game changer here.
The webcast curse.
It was not.
But definitely could be. All right, both teams switching sides here. 13 for yellow, 15 for black. We're going to see Hildreth head back to serve here. Float serve picked up by DeBerg. And off of the hands of Van Gunst.
16-13. Lloyd on serve.
Van Gunst just getting those sunglasses back in check as Lloyd heads back to serve. Hildreth, Van Gunst with the fake out, setting that second ball. And a nice tip to the corner.
Once again, the high, deep shot over top of Lloyd.
14-16.
Interesting, Van Gunst. You know, that looked like a prime on-two ball that time. And, you know, because they've done it from off the net, it sucked everybody in and makes a good set.
Lloyd down the line, past Van Gunst.
DeBerg digging that one out, putting up a good set. And keeping their space up. 3-point advantage here.
Van Gunst with the pass, Hildreth off the net. Lloyd getting a touch on it, and so is DeBerg. Big swing picked up by Lloyd. Roll shot. Van Gunst. Hildreth with the tippy lefty.
Left hand. Little ambidextrous. Flicking that one home again on two.
Nice tricky shot to close out that rally. Nice defense from both sides.
Yeah, longest rally of the second set for sure.
Hildreth back to serve. Lloyd with the big tug, and that one's going to be called out of bounds. Van Gunst saying nope, did not touch it.
Yeah, very close. I don't, you know, from our angle, we don't have the best vantage point, but didn't look like it caught a piece of the block. Looked like that one just kind of sailed long.
Hildreth again to serve. Back to Lloyd. DeBerg this time with this over on two. Van Gunst beating DeBerg in the same game.
117.
Just like that, all tied up.
All tied up at 17s. Yellow taking the first. Hildreth with the serve. Lloyd. Hildreth with the dig. Van Gunst with the tricky ball. DeBerg getting a touch on it and putting it over. Hildreth now with the roll shot.
Just like that, a 4-point run. Hildreth, Van Gunst, all of a sudden leading by one. Looks like we're going to see a timeout. See if we can't listen in.
Lots of craft coming from Team Yellow. And they will sit down close to us, so we're going to see if we can get some of their inside scoop as they find a way to potentially close out this second set.
A little bit of chatter from Hildreth and Van Gunst here. Sounds like they're going to pull out a little bit of a trap block maybe. See if they can't run one down on the line and transition one. Again, everything, you know, just worrying about that 1 point, not thinking about too much else, just how are they going to get this one steal?
All right, Hildreth back to serve.
See if they go with the trap.
And Lloyd high off of hands, fired up for that one.
Yeah, she's had no fear all match, just getting up there and taking a rip.
Lloyd with the serve, passed up by Van Gunst. And she's going to score in the seam.
DeBerg just missing that one, right underneath her right arm. Reaching a little high.
19 serving 18.
Oh.
And the trickle over the tape for the ace.
What a time. What a time to see that. Taking us to match point.
Match point for yellow. Van Gunst with the serve. Lloyd passing it up.
Oh.
And a big swing from Lloyd, making sure that they get that point.
Yep. Just like she's done all match, going up, getting after it. No fear. See if they can fight off a match point.
Lloyd with the read and dig. And a short shot over the block.
Clutch pickup from Lloyd. Throwing a little off speed in transition. Tying this one at 20, fighting to stay alive. Trying to get into that gold medal match.
And the experience and the intelligence really showed there from Lloyd, knowing that it was the time that she needed to turn it on, and she did. And DeBerg.
Just like we said, DeBerg, if they're going to win this set, she's going to need to be a force at the net.
All right, we'll see both teams come back down here for a little breather. 21-20 for Team Black, looking to push us to a third set here in this first women's semifinal match here of the day. And on your screen, a sweet replay pack from our producers here, showing you some of the highlights of this semifinal match so far. But now we're going to get back into the live action as Team Black looks to put this one away to force a third in this semifinals. Back to serve here is DeBerg. Passed up by Van Gunst. And a big swing.
Great play out of the timeout there. Again, DeBerg just maybe reaching a little high, giving up a little space under that right arm. Just exposing the center of the court a little bit. Lloyd not able to track that one down. 21's extra points.
Hildreth with the serve, passed up by Lloyd. Lloyd set off the net, but going for a tricky shot.
Yeah, not a great set there. Brought Lloyd off the net. She's, you know, she's shown all day. She's so comfortable with that ball tight to the tape.
And that serve is going to do it for Team Yellow. A quick finish to that match there.
Yeah, just like that. You know, it's a tie game, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom. that one comes to an end. And Van Gunst and Hildreth just looking so poised and calm, down a set point and able to claw back and get 2 steals. Boom, boom, close that one out.
Well, folks, Team USA, Hildreth and Van Gunst have booked their ticket to the gold medal match. Lloyd and DeBert still going to fight for a bronze medal. You're watching the Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Futures Tournament here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Don't go anywhere. The next women's semifinal match is just on its way.
We got semifinal number 2 action coming up at noon. 15 minutes or so to get yourself an adult beverage, perhaps something special from Pepsi or one of our food truck partners. Thank you for making your way down to the Halifax waterfront for today's final day of the Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Halifax Futures, brought to you by Garrison Brewing. It's East Coast Brew.
point at you.
Tell them to hold it up whenever they want. They got it.
Tell them how you feel.
I have the brightness of the LCD. Can I just play this?
Oh, shell share.
It's women's semi-final action of second of two. Polishing off this morning's session here in the Garrison Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Halifax Futures. Our officiating crew, we've got referees Jason Boyko and DeVoe. Keeping us honest. And featuring from the United States, welcome Haley Pure and Mariah Wheeler. Representing Canada, welcome Heather Bensley and Sophie.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Futures Tournament here in Halifax, Nova Scotia on the east coast of Canada. We are here for semifinal number 2 on the women's side. My name is Raisa Lalani with your call. I'm here with Brian Duquette on the color commentary, and we are going to get started right away here on Team USA. We've got York and Whalen, and Canada is Bansley and Bukovic. Starting us off with the serve is USA. Bukovic with the cross-court roll.
Good shot by Sophie to start things off. Good to see Bansley's aggressive spin serve this match today, Ray.
And the wind is starting to pick up as the day goes on here, so we'll see what kind of a factor that's going to be. Bansley with the spinner picked up by Whalen. Bansley with the dig. And a roll down the line.
Making it look easy. Great dig, chasing that ball down. Easy roll shot over top of the block.
2-0 for Canada in the early goings of this first set. Heather Bansley back to serve. That one just outside of the line. A nice call by the lines person there.
With authority.
And that'll put USA on the scoreboard. Whalen back to serve. Bukovic off of hands. That ball put over by USA. Bansley with the swing cross court picked up by York. York with the tricky shot.
Great defense by York on the American side there. Good 2 solid pickups and finishing the rally off. And nice sharp cutty. Looks like we see the Americans targeting Bukovic from the Canadian side.
Whalen to Bukovic. And a tip over the block picked up by Whalen. Roll shot deep down the line to score.
Great shot. Right in the corner. Such a tough ball to dig again. That Bukovic peeling off of the net, going high over top of her shoulder. Tough ball to track.
Team USA cool, calm, and collected on the sand here as they get started. Whalen back to serve. Short serve to Bukovic. And a big swing cross court.
That was sharp.
As our friend in the other booth on the mic says, smashy, smashy.
Smashy, smashy. Not sure if that's a good volleyball term, but
It's a new one for us here for sure,
Yeah.
but I've heard it a few times. Whalen with the cross-court kill.
4-3 U.S.
so Race, I believe we saw these two teams play against each other early in the tournament as well, with Heather and Sophie taking that match 2-0.
Yes, a good rematch here to try and book a spot into the gold medal match on this tour. Bukovic with a nice pass. And a big swing into York's hands.
Big block by Whalen.
5-3 U.S.
York back to serve. Bukovic with the pass. Bansley setting her up. Whalen with the peel and a pokey. Bukovic with a peel and a dig. Bansley forcing that set. Bukovic tipping it over.
Oh, picking the corner again. Great shot by York.
6-3 Team USA.
Love the aggressive set by Bansley, getting that ball on the tape, but maybe just a little bit too shallow. Not quite the trajectory for Sophie to get up and get a good solid attack on that ball.
York with the serve. Bansley with the back set. Bukovic putting that ball away with some authority.
There's that good, nice aggressive swing by Sophie.
4-6 Canada on serve.
Bansley back to serve for Canada, trailing by 2. Spin serve picked up by York. And that
Just
ball
wide.
landing out of bounds.
Again, lines official all over that call.
And a big shout out to the referees and the lines people. They've been here for 3 days straight, pulling some long hours and still staying very attentive and focused to their tasks at hand. York cross court picked up by Bansley. Bansley with no blocker, putting that ball away.
Impressive. Showing those defensive skills, defensive player of the year on the FIVB tour way back 2015, 16, 2018 as well, I believe. Impressive. Finishing in the rally off as well.
Heather Bansley, a hometown favorite with the serve. Passed up by York. Bukovic with the peel, just getting a touch on it.
7-6 USA on serve.
Whalen back to serve here for Team USA. 7 serving 6. Bukovic down the line.
Yes. Again, so springy. Elevates out of the sand. Just like it's nothing.
Team Canada definitely coming to this semifinal with a little bit of an extra chip on their shoulder, some fire, perhaps being on Canadian soil here right now, giving them that up.
See the fans, a little more fans in the stands here now, a little more into the afternoon here. Just afternoon. Sun and clouds, still kind of a mix.
Bukovic with the serve. Tipped over by Whalen.
8-7 U.S.
York back to serve for USA. Bukovic with the pass. Cross court picked up by York. And in return, Bansley. And we are going to get a hand call on that second contact.
Maybe a little bit low there, that dish from Sophie. Certainly came out clean. Great dig from York there earlier in the rally, though. Keep that ball alive.
Bansley having a little discussion with the referee about that call, but we are back to the action. York with the serve. Bansley setting her up tight. York with a nice read. Bansley into the hands of Whalen, covering herself. And now off of her hands.
Absolutely. Great job by Heather. Picking that ball up off the ground, getting up quickly and staying dynamic. Going high off the hands.
And that'll send her back to serve. 8 serving 9. Bansley with a spin, passed up by Whalen. Big dig by
Great dig.
Bansley.
Oh, just chisel off the elbow of Whalen. Heather once again showing that athleticism. So impressive.
One of our first looks of Whalen hitting the ball in the early goings of this first set. Bansley putting it away. Spin serve. Whalen again with the pass. And into the tape.
Like Johnny and I were saying a little earlier, just not quite enough length on that one. A little short. A little too perfect, maybe.
Heather Bansley back to serve. Spinner. Whalen with the first contact. And a big tug cross court, but that one's sailing out of bounds for Whalen. Canada taking a little bit of a lead here, 11-9. Bansley back to Whalen. Bukovic with the dig. Into the hands of Whalen, covering herself. York with a touch on it. Free ball over from Whalen. Bansley on 2 with a deep pokey.
Deep pokey, we love it. Once again, great dig from York to keep the ball alive there. Bansley and Sophie just finding corners right now.
We are going to see the technical timeout here as the athletes take a moment to catch their breath. And the awesome team of young volunteers raking the courts to make it extra bouncy for them to jump off of.
Exactly. Keep it nice and flat. That's the way the athletes like it. No big divots. This is an interesting remix here on the speakers. Mix of Happy Birthday and 50 Cent.
Must be a birthday in the house here. I think it's the ball person, the little ball girl.
Love it.
I think it's her birthday
smile
because
on her
she's
face.
blushing right now. That's very sweet. Beautiful East Coast of Canada community here.
Good hospitality.
All right, back to the volleyball action. Bansley with a big serve, pulling Canada away here a little bit in this first set, 12 serving 9.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of a struggle in reception from the American side now.
This time going to York. York with the pass.
Great shot down the line there by York, though. Finding that corner nicely.
Definitely a corner game for the offense here to find some success from both sides. Whalen back to serve for USA. Bukovic with the pass. High off of hands, picked up by York, tipped over deep into the corner.
Great shot. Up official agrees with the lineswoman, sorry.
That's 11 for Team USA. Canada leads by 1.
Back to serve is Whalen. Bukovic with the pass. And a nice cross-court shot.
Just a nice little delayed shot there from Sophie. Defender chasing down the line, mixing it up, going cross-court.
And that will send her back to serve. York with the pass. Bansley getting a touch on it.
So close trying to run that ball down. It's amazing to see race of the blockers. See Sophie basically pick up sand as she's jumping off the ground there, gets in that deep squat.
Yeah, she definitely has a low load when she's jumping. Sophie, that one, she didn't need to touch the sand, Brian. She just jumped right out of it.
Springy.
Big swing from Canada. That's getting the crowd a little bit fired up.
Yep.
Back to serve, Heather Bansley. (14) serving 12. And Whalen off of Sophie's hands.
13-14.
Nice shot there by Whalen. See a bit of a faster set out to the pin. Maybe Bukovic just not quite established in her position there as a blocker. Kind of some moving hands. Easy chisel there for Whalen.
Nice hustle from the lines person, getting those lines back intact as Whalen heads back to serve. Bukovic with the pass. Bansley setting her in the middle, and she has the whole court to play with there.
Great shot. Great set by Heather there as well.
Both teams taking their time to switch sides here.
Absolutely. Gotta take your time, catch your breath when you can.
Absolutely.
See lots of communication from the Canadian side as well. Heather and Sophie talking quite a bit, what they'd like to do. Whalen and York doing the exact same thing now on the American side.
Bukovic with the serve. Passed up by Whalen. Bansley with the read down the line. Off of Whalen's hands. Whalen picking it up. York finding a way to get it over. Bansley setting up Bukovic. York with the dig. And a swing cross court. And Bansley again just with the touch.
Tough ball, great shot there by York going sharp cross court. Very scrappy in the middle of that rally though. It felt like both teams could have put that ball away, but just very tight to the net.
Team USA ready to go here with York on the line to serve. Bansley taking the seam. And down the line.
Making no mistake, showing her experience, that's for sure.
And we haven't seen too many serves to Bansley. Bansley really taking a hard seam on that ball to take that serve receive and finding a way to make sure that that point is ended when she scores. Bansley with the float serve now. Passed up by Whalen. Tipped over, picked up by Bansley. Off of Whalen's hands and over from York. Bansley with the big swing.
Good shot, great run down again by York. Just unfortunate with the over bump, keeping the ball alive for the Canadians. Heather putting that ball away once again. Creating a little bit of separation here, 17-14 for the Canadians.
Heather Bansley back to serve. Float serve over the top of the tape, picked up by Whalen. Whalen into the hands of Bukovic.
Canada, 18.
Quick timeout here for the Americans now. Take a bit of a breather. Change up some tactics, potentially just one pass. That's all they need, Ray. Try and get a quick side out here.
18-14 here for the Canadians. U.S. had a nice start, and then it looks like the Canadians kind of took control over that match, especially with the serving game.
Yeah, absolutely. Put a little more pressure on the reception there for the Americans, and Heather's come up with a couple digs and put a couple balls away as well.
We have the inside scoop here with Team USA. Some positive communication coming from them, just talking about a couple of tactics for their points. But still looking pretty cool and calm.
Absolutely. Just one side out.
All right. Canadians back to serve. Heather Bansley on the line. Float serve from Bansley to Whalen. Whalen high down the line, and that is going to sail out of bounds.
Like the switch up, though, from Whalen and York. It's like passing that ball more into the middle of the court, changing it up with the back set. Get Sophie moving a tiny bit more.
Bansley with the float serve to Whalen. Big dig, cross court. Bansley down the line.
Once again. Just not quite enough power there to get it by Bansley. Such a good defensive player.
Canada pulling away here as they look to close out this first set with this point. Bansley with the float serve to Whalen. York setting her up. And a cross-court shot there to score.
Don't always need the power, Ray. Don't always need the power in the beach game, that's for sure.
And Whalen, a powerful jumper and hitter, showing her craftiness and finding a way to make sure that they side out that point.
Absolutely.
So they're both going to switch sides here. Canada still quite in the lead with the 20-15 point stretch, but Whalen for Team USA back to serve. Float serve, picked up by Bansley in the seam. And she's going to go high off of hands down the line.
That'll do it for set one. Canadians take that one 21-15.
Well, folks, you're watching the Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Futures here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Don't go anywhere. Both teams with a quick set change, and we'll be right back with the second set.
Just a minute. At the Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Halifax, brought to you by Harrison, right here on the historic Halifax waterfront.
All right, folks, we are back in action. This is semifinal number 2 from the women's side. Team USA, Hildreth and Van Gunst have booked their spot into the gold medal match. And folks, make sure to stay tuned all afternoon with us. Gold medal and bronze medal matches will be streamed for you to watch. Whalen with the pass. And that is going to score on Canada.
Nice cut shot by Whalen, finding the sideline there.
Team USA starting off set number 2 up 1-0. Haley York to serve.
York back to serve for USA. 1-0 on the scoreboard first here for this second set. Team Canada taking the first one. Bukovic down the line, an easy read by York. And a tip down the line picked up by Bansley. And Bansley with the swing off of hands.
Once again. Nice easy read by York on the defensive side for the Americans, but just Heather Bansley, so good.
We are in the presence of greatness, Brian.
So impressive, too, out of retirement.
Bukovic with the big serve. Whalen off the net with the roll shot, dropping it short in front of Canada's defense.
US.
Two serving one here. Bukovic. Bansley trying to get a touch on that second one. A little too much heat to handle on that serve. Whalen with the serve, picked up by Bukovic. Tight set in the middle, and she's going to tip it short.
Good sharp pokey.
2-3, Canada. Bansley on serve.
Bansley back to serve. Spin serve. Whalen with the roll. Bansley putting it over on one. York picking it up. Whalen against Bukovic, getting another touch on it. Bukovic with the pokey dig. And a big swing out of bounds.
Tried to go extra sharp on that ball, Ray.
4-2.
Just a little wide for Bukovic, unfortunately.
Some nice defense from both sides, particularly the blockers picking up their own touches after.
Absolutely. Good recycle shots.
York serving to Bukovic. She's going to go sharp cross the other way this time, Brian.
That's definitely her go-to, that sharp cross shot. Elevating, likes that sharp cutty swing. Still puts a lot of heat behind the ball too.
Bukovic back to serve here. 3 serving 4. Float serve, passed up by Whalen. Whalen down the line, Bansley with a paw on it.
5-3, USA.
But USA coming out victorious for that point, sending Whalen back to serve. Whalen with the float, tracked out of bounds by Bukovic.
Four, 5, Canada serves.
Bansley back to serve. Spinner. Whalen cross court, picked up by Bansley. Bansley with a big swing down the line to score.
Time and time again, Ray. What a dig. Great shot, too, by York. It's so impressive, sharp shot. Bansley just got a nice little beat on it, though. Way to get under the ball. Again, just showing the athleticism. So dynamic to get out of the sand quickly after being on the ground.
And Bansley getting the crowd behind her, pretty excited with that point. She's going to spin it. Good pass by Whalen. Into the hands of Bukovic. Whalen setting up York. Bansley chasing it down. Bukovic turning and swinging into the hands of Whalen and covering herself, getting the set and putting it away.
Love it. Great communication there from the Canadian side. Letting Sophie know she's got no block. Got a free swing there. Great effort too, Bukovic. Again, like you mentioned before, recycling, playing her own ball off the block there.
Canada pumping it up here for the crowd. Spin serve by Bansley. That one just sailing long on her. Back to serve for Team USA is York. Floater. Back set to Bukovic. Roll shot into the hands of York. And a sharp cross to score.
Great shot by York.
7-6, USA.
York back to serve. Bukovic with the pass. And another sharp cross shot.
She's got it too. Loves that sharp shot.
Well, folks, we are all tied up here in this second set, 7-7 as both teams switch sides. Sun and wind not necessarily a factor today.
Nope. I'd say very optimal conditions for the beach volleyball down here on the waterfront.
Bukovic with the big serve. Whalen taking the seam. Set into the center, jousting against Bukovic and covering herself, and Bansley caught a little high.
Yep.
8-7 USA.
Whalen serving for Team USA. Passed up by Bukovic. Picked up by York. Whalen with the tip.
On two, love it. Pokey to the corner. After the fast dig, catching the Canadians off guard.
And that's something we saw a lot in the first women's semifinals. There was a lot of play on two. We're not seeing that as much here, but that first one today in this match has been effective thus far. Bukovic with the pass. Bansley setting her up down the line, read by York. Bansley touching it and hitting it into the net.
10-7.
Sophie hoping to play that ball off the net. Unfortunately, just angle not quite there.
Whalen serves.
Great dig again from York. She seems to have a bit of a beat on Sophie right now. Has a good read on her.
And we are going to see a timeout here as USA starts to pull ahead 10-7 in this second set.
What do you think so far, Ray? What do you see kind of the difference on the American side from set one?
Yeah, I think U.S. is executing a little bit more. I think we saw a couple of runs in that first set where Whalen wasn't able to execute almost until it was in the 20 zone for Canada. And as you just mentioned, I think York doing a good job making it harder for Bukovic to score unless she has that perfect sharp cross shot. But any of her rolls are now getting picked up. So we're seeing a little bit more defense from USA's side, and they're doing a better job sliding out quicker.
Yeah.
Quick timeouts here on the beach court. That's already a second whistle to get back onto the court. Bansley and Bukovic in the red on your screen, and York and Whalen in the blue. Whalen back to serve. Bukovic with a nice pass. Bansley behind her into the hands of Whalen. York setting Whalen up. Bukovic there, covering herself. Bansley putting it over. And again, York with the kill down the line, beating Bansley just by a couple centimeters.
Many of those, eh, Ray? Bansley's all over them, but just sometimes just out of reach. Just not quite enough of the hand to get a good solid dig.
Whalen serving 11-7. Bukovic with the pass. Bansley going on two, just out of bounds.
A little separation here for the Americans now.
12-7.
A little more unforced errors on Team Canada's side. The momentum kind of shifting back and forth between the two teams, but we're seeing a little bit more from USA in consistency right now.
Heather looking to slow things down a tiny bit, giving a little sunglasses clean, a little communication with Bukovic.
Like the shoelaces of the indoor game.
Exactly.
Bukovic down the line, and a nice spot there to score.
Yeah, nice easy shot, picking the corner.
Bansley on serve.
Bansley with a float serve into the net. Again, a little bit more of the unforced errors.
Okay, Team USA.
And we are going to see the technical timeout crawl up quickly here as Team USA pulls ahead 13-8 in this second set, with Bansley and Bukovic taking the first one, looking to play against Team USA's Hildreth and Mangunst in the gold medal match. And once again, folks, the gold medal match and bronze medal match for both the men's and women's side is coming up, and they will all be broadcasted, so make sure to stay tuned all afternoon with us here in Halifax, Nova Scotia for the Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Futures.
So far, no complaints about the venue. Weather's been great, Ray. Love it. I know it's been what, 10 years since the FIVB, exactly, the Sand Jam. Some junior tournaments down here in the waterfront in Halifax. It was a great time. So happy the event's back. And we're very happy that it'll be back for another couple more years as well.
Absolutely. Nice to see a lot of these Canadians on the East Coast showing us what they got. Back into the action. USA serving. Here is York. Bukovic with the pass. Bansley setting her up, and she's going to swing at it. York with a big dig. Whalen chasing it down. Roll shot to Bansley. Bukovic setting her up, and she's going to swing at it.
Putting that ball away. No block. Great dig by York in the back for the Americans. Whalen chasing that ball down.
The Americans all smiles, happy with their hustle in that last play. But Canada now looking to get a couple of scores as they serve to Whalen. Bansley with the pickup. Bukovic down the line. Is Bansley a little grunt there, putting all her might into that one?
Absolutely. Once again, great chase down the line to pick that ball up and putting it away.
Whalen and York discussing how they are going to adjust the block there as Bukovic heads back to serve. Now when hitting the top of the tape, unlucky point there for Canada.
USA on serve.
Whalen back to serve for Team USA. Bukovic with the pass. Bansley on two over top of Whalen. Whalen getting a touch on it. Bansley just guiding that ball out of bounds.
So close. Like, once again, though, line's official, all over it. Hawkeye right there.
Doing a great job on the lines, jamming to some tunes, just having a good time here on the Halifax waterfront. Bansley back to serve for Canada. 11 serving 14. Whalen into Sophie's hang time hands.
Oh my, that was a slam dunk.
That's 12-14 Canada.
A great block there from Bukovic.
Absolutely elevating.
Bansley back to serve. Whalen with the pass. Going down the line, Bansley with a good read.
Great shot by Whalen. Getting that ball down the line past Sophie.
Heading back to serve here is York for USA. Bukovic with the pass. Into the hands of Whalen. Nice cover by Bansley. And another block from Whalen.
Great block. Great hands from Whalen there. Nice steal for the Americans. Up 16-12, just looking to play some good side-out volleyball, beach volleyball here to finish off the set.
Team USA looking to push to a third set here. And all of the semifinals today have been two sets. So this might be the different one right here as York heads back to serve. Canada taking the first, USA leading the second. Bukovic with a big swing down the line and out of bounds.
17-12, USA.
York with the serve. Bukovic passing it up. And a swing off of hands.
Great dig.
A nice dig by York. Bansley down the line. York again. And that swing just out of bounds.
Just wide. Great defense from York. Couple solid digs there. Fortunately, just wide on that attack. Not making it easy, that's for sure.
Yeah, York doing a great job reading Canada's offense here. Just needing to translate into that final point. Bukovic with the big serve, picked up by Whalen. And we are going to get another hand call here on that set.
A little bit of rotation on that ball. Not sure if they like that one. Sophie to serve, though. 14 serving 17. With the ace.
Better make it 15.
A bit of a volleyball world turning point here with a double contact call, a service ace. Canada looking to climb back into this set. Just a 2-point difference here now. Whalen with the pass. And a big swing from Whalen just out of bounds.
Wow, I thought that tagged the line maybe. Great aggressive swing by Whalen though.
That's 16.
Like we mentioned before, Americans just need to play some solid side-out volleyball. Need to grab one pass here.
Bukovic with the tough serve. Whalen with the pass. Set off the net, going sharp. Bansley with the deep ball into the corner.
So cheeky.
Tell me how you feel, Brian.
So cheeky. You kind of love it. You kind of hate it. I don't know. It's such a great play, such a good read, good defense. But I mean,
when you're watching, it's great. When you're actually playing, it's the worst.
Exactly. Canadians tie it up 17-all here though. Set 2.
A big point for the Canadians. They're needing that one to tie it up, putting USA into a little bit of trouble here, shifting the momentum as they have a nice 4-point run there with Bukovic back at the line.
Exactly. Fans starting to get a little more energetic here, getting a little more on the Canadian side, showing some love.
Crowds are filling up on this Sunday afternoon. And giving the support to Canada when they were down. And look at that, the crowd does make a little bit of a difference. All right, both teams taking the sand again. Bukovic still back to serve for Team Canada. All tied up at 17. Second set of your semifinal number 2. Here we go. Bukovic with the serve. York out to Whalen. Bukovic with the block, dug up by York.
Nice shot by Whalen. On 2, going to the corner.
17 USA.
A little bit of an unorthodox side out there for Team USA, but nonetheless breaking Bukovic's serve as they switch sides and send Whalen. And that serve hitting the tape. Point Canada.
Unfortunate miss there. Song just playing into the rally there. A little too long, maybe.
We've seen that a couple of times here, and it's interesting because, you know, the players, it's definitely a factor. The crowd, the music, the whole scenario. York high line.
Great
Bansley
shot.
chasing it down.
1918 USA.
York heading back to serve for Team USA. 19 serving 18 in this second set. Bukovic with the first pass. Bansley pushing her to the tape. Big dig there by York, but out of bounds.
There's that hard cross-court shot from Sophie. Great dig by York. Fortunately, just a little too much.
Well, folks, it's a nail biter here on the sand, all tied up in 19s. Whalen down the line, picked up by Bansley, putting it over because of that block touch on it.
Great shot by York. Mixing it up. Heather going to the line, shifting the line, and York just little cutty cross court. Set point for USA now.
Team USA looking to push this to a third here on this serve. Whalen with the float to Bukovic. Bansley setting her up. And that cross-court shot, this time a little bit of a roll.
A little more finesse there out of Sophie.
All tied up at 20s. Bansley heading back to serve for Team Canada. She's going with the spinner. Whalen with the pass. And the sharp cross from Team USA this side for the side out.
Side out ball.
21-20, Team USA.
Team USA again looking to close out this set with a set point advantage. York with the float short, trying to dribble it over the top of the tape. Now that's a
So
cheeky play at that
close.
time.
Trying to go short and mix it up onto Heather as well.
Canada with a lucky break on that one. As they switch sides, all tied up at 21s.
Fans are getting into it. Couple cheers. Getting behind their Canadian team.
Bukovic with the serve. Tough serve to Whalen. Whalen looking to put a short free ball over, picked up by Bansley. Bansley taking a tug on it. York with the dig.
What a
Bukovic.
dig.
Sharp cross shot.
There it is. What a dig by York to keep that rally going, but my goodness, the shots by Heather Bansley and Sophie Bukovic.
Now a match point advantage for Canada here in the second set, looking to get into the gold medal match. Bukovic back to serve. With a service ace.
Finish it off. Wow, we love it. The crowd's loving it. We like it. They're happy. That'll do it for semifinal number 2. Canadians, Sophie Bukovic and Heather Bansley taking that one. They'll face the Americans in the final. What time will that be at Ray?
So we've got the men's gold and bronze coming up, and then we're going to have the women's bronze and gold coming up as well. So the women's taking a little bit of a break here as the men's come back. Folks, don't go anywhere. It's the Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Futures. There is another link for the final, so make sure to find that on the YouTube page. Don't go anywhere. We're so excited to see another Canada-US final on the women's side. I'm Rachel Lalani with Brian Duquette and Johnny McDonald as well on the mic. We'll all be back soon.
We'll see in a few minutes here at the Garrison Brewing Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour. Good day and welcome to our segment. This is my brother Doug. Okay, everyone, this record is my idea. Why are you doing this? It was our idea Okay, it's a good day for our topic today. That's right. Now, experts in the field.